is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
So you're saying like never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Wait, what was that about the X something you mentioned?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
No, I want to know about the X something.
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
Irreversible damage? I think I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light, and I want things from people who don't want to give them to me. I'm good.
Do you really?
Yeah, no, I do. Let me off.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much over yourself. Got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first. Well, okay, well, tell me then, what's waiting for me?
There's this giant ball there, in evil apes, and the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball.
Metaphors from the limbic system. Okay, well, how big is that ball?
You can't even make out it's a ball when you're juking it out. It's that large.
Okay, like an Earth-sized ball. Okay, and what about these apes? Are these like human-sized apes?
Infinitesimally small.
Gotcha. Human-sized apes. Okay, and this duking it out. I keep hearing about that. What is that?
Vying for resources. It's a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
Beat them in the face. When you say it like that, it's kind of sad, actually.
Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago.
What do you mean by drown?
You're lost.
The sound outside, you recognize it. It's a Capri Ganima motor carriage. Oof. I will say that's my favorite sleeping position, so it's good so far. Holy dude. I mean, we got a serious case of the tighty whities going on here. I mean, okay. Got a serious case of the tighties, not so much the whiteys. These are not clean, and neither are we. This is actually disgusting. Let's see if we can cover this up a little bit. Flare cut trousers. Yes, please. It's better already. You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare cut pants. Let's fish those out there. It says whirling in rags on the aluminum key ring. There's a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. Okay, well, at least we're not trapped in here. So flare cut trousers. Well, we're getting a -1 to savoir-faire because they're tied around the thighs. We're getting a +1 to electrochemistry because they're tied around the crotch. Lovely. These golden brown trousers are flare cut. Normal bell-bottom trousers would be boot cut. But these are far from normal. They're someone's piss-soaked, cum-stained party pants. That's good. The key word being someone's. I'm just going to hope that they're ours. So electrochemistry is going to the party planet. Love and be loved by drugs. So this is the drug user stat. And then savoir-faire, sneak under someone's noses, stun with immense panache, part of the Motorix base. So you saw at the beginning a summary of me selecting how we're going to distribute our choices between intellect, psyche, physique, and Motorix. The intellect section just seems the most interesting for a game like this, so I've kind of tried to stack the deck in that regard. And then I picked visual calculus as our signature skill, and it just sounds like a really cool skill. Hopefully we have a lot of chances to use it. It's cool for forensic scientists, tactical fighters, math-minded people. At high levels, visual calculus makes the world reveal its secrets to you, but you may be so absorbed by your mind diorama you won't even notice as crooks steal your pants. Yeah, well, if they steal these pants, I probably won't complain. The way that this game works from my limited understanding is that all of these stats are essentially different characters in your head that you're interacting with. You're also kind of interacting with physical objects sometimes. And as I put in text at the beginning, I played like a couple of hours of this on stream a long time ago, and I've always wanted to play it. And now we're here and we're playing it, and I'm super stoked about that. There's a lot of... This game is like been described as like the ultimate RPG. There's no wrong choices. You will fail skill check rolls and stuff like that, and it just works out hilariously or sometimes really sad. We'll see. Anyways, let's get back to our disaster of a room here. So what do we got going on? We got a broken room, a complete disaster. The premise is that we've had this blackout night, and we don't know who we are, what we do, where we are. We don't know anything. And we're just trying to, like, piece it together. That's it. Let's start piecing. We've got a disco-ass blazer. Yes, please. Looking better already, actually. So this is giving us +1 to esprit de corps because of the halogen watermarks. Looks like someone skinned this blazer off some long extinct disco animal. Has an enigmatic white rectangle on the back and the right sleeve. Now, esprit de corps, this is our cop trait. So connect to station 41, which I guess is where we're from, and helps us to understand cop culture. And maybe what we should do is every once in a while when we see kind of a new thing come up, we'll go in here and just do a quick overview on the character sheet. So this is cool for cops, cop aficionados, and pretend cops. At high levels, you'll be the very heat of the police force, or heart of the police force. Not only willing and able, but obliged to take a bullet for your partner. However, without esprit de corps, you'll be flying blind. It would be pretty decent stats in this. Plus now with our disco-ass blazer, we're even better off. We've got a tie swinging around the fan. Let's see what we can do here. This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. So, in order to pass this skill check, we need to get a 10 or over. If we're going to roll 2 dice. If you roll double ones, you always lose, no matter if you would have gone over the mark or not. And if you roll double sixes, you always win. And then what this does is it compares it to our stat. So savoir-faire is 1. And we know that because in here, savoir-faire used to be 2. These are all 2. But it's being brought down because of the pants that we're wearing, right? So as an example, if we want to take a look at this, our pants, -1 to savoir-faire. We'll take these pants off for a second. And now our chances here are much higher. Oh, this is not great. We're gonna pull the fan to try and stop that. And now you can see our chances are significantly higher. We get a +3 boost because the fan is turned off. And there's like a lot of these like secret kind of skill checks that can happen throughout the game, to my understanding. And I'm excited to just like experiment with this stuff and have some fun with it. Okay, so we're gonna try this now. 83% chance. Don't fail me, dude. Nice. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. That's dark. Let's pull on the light bulb. Hello. Terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. Okay, let's turn those off. Thanks. Okay, let's put these pants back on. Check out the necktie. So this is a horrific necktie. We're getting +1 to Inland Empire because of vivid imagination. The necktie is adorned with a garish pattern. It's disturbingly vivid. Somehow you feel as if it would be wrong to ever take it off. It's your friend now. You will betray it if you change it for some boring scarf. Wouldn't want to upset the tie. Inland Empire is about hunches and gut feelings, dreams and waking life. So if we want to take a look at that. Inland Empire here. Cool for dreamers, paranatural investigators, mental creators. At high levels, Inland Empire animates the inanimate. You'll have conversations with your clothing, conversations that may change the course of the investigation if you're not thrown in the loony bin first. Sounds fun. Few bottles of wine scattered about. Magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. We've done a number on this room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bottles of alcohol. And the room's quite clean, as you can tell. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. The reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. I didn't know they had Nickelback on reel-to-reel. We got green shoes for the left foot. Now we're talking. This green crocodile leather shoe has a high heel and chrome embellishments. It fits your left foot perfectly. Now all that remains is to find the other shoe. Okay. From my previous knowledge of the game, this will lead us to that other shoe, this broken window. You see bottles in the bathtub, wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. Final piece of our ensemble here. White satin shirt. Thank you very much. So we're getting +1 to conceptualization because it's a real statement to wear. Real statement, that white satin shirt. And then -1 suggestion because of the unsavory odor. This white satin shirt used to be fancy. Used to really catch the light. Now it smells like someone took a piss in the armpits. Excellent. There is a theme at least. Pissy armpits and piss-soaked pants. So we obviously smell great. Now this is doing conceptualization, which is understanding creativity, see art in the world, but -1 to suggestion. Charming men and women play the puppet master. That's also a pretty cool skill. If we look at conceptualization, it's cool for creatives and psychedelic fanciers and critics. At high levels, conceptualization makes you go big, perhaps too big. Okay. And then the other one was what? I think suggestion? Yeah. So suggestion, cool for diplomats, charmers, and sociopaths. At high levels, suggestion makes you affable to everyone and more resistant to their charms in turn. But all that schmoozing and oozing charm will make you slimy. And you'll know it, even if no one else does. Cool. Yeah, and there's always like, it seems there's a bunch of trade-offs with these. Like nothing is purely better than the other. I'm excited to just see how these all kind of play out. This will be really fun. A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. I wonder who that was. Was this not the same Ilan that founds empires and lays waste to cities, viral, uncaring towards the little things? Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just a vague impression of a man. Suddenly you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there underneath the soft vapor. Really? I can't remember nothing? Really? No, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions. So I hope we kind of get an idea of what eventually did happen to cause this. It seems like we went through this, I don't know, this world-ending binge and almost died. And I guess maybe even sadly we're alive. I don't know what the intention was behind it. Let's wipe off the mirror and see what we're dealing with. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror, abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Well, maybe I should just maybe I should touch it first and make sure there's nothing wrong with my face. Yeah, no, there's definitely something wrong with it. How bad could it be? Where to even begin? There's the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. I'm sure everything's gonna be fine. No, it's not. Your nose feels like a balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. Doesn't appear to be a particularly small nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. Well, at least my tongue is okay. No, it's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers. Ooh, snail-like. That's like the most disgusting way to describe a tongue. Ooh, it's gross. Okay. You know what? Let's just wipe the mirror and get this over with. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's a face of like a drunk mall Santa. That's horribly bad. But that's us. This is us. This is who we are. I'm gonna embrace it. I'm gonna do what I can. And just gonna. Hopefully, we're charming. Yikes! You have no idea who this thing is, do you? It's quite clear to me that this is the face of a late-stage alcoholic. You're too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? I'm not making it. The face is making it itself. No, please stop. It's horrible. Like you're scaring yourself. Okay, I'll try. Oh my God, you can't stop? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You've worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion that you're trying to convey? Well, God, I don't know. You're right. It's like indescribable. You should check yourself for a pulse, because from here it looks like you're a cadaverous spasm. Okay, I'll check. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand in your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive for now. We've got encyclopedia and electrochemistry checks. Not amazing, but not horrible. We could try to find out some of our knowledge of this expression. Or using electrochemistry, we can attempt to stop the expression from happening. Pretty unlikely. Now these, the way it's described, these are white checks, so you can retry these if you fail. And to my understanding, the way that you get to retry them later is either by improving the stat or having something else in the game unlock that lets you retry certain skills. I'm not super familiar with how that works, but anyways, let's give it a shot. Come on, encyclopedia. No whammies. We got whammied. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now. Okay, rough. Let's see, how bad was this? So we needed 13. We got 11. That wasn't bad. If that one was like almost anything else, could have worked out. We can try electrochemistry. We might roll like double sixes. That's possible. It's too late. Like an image on the film, your expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it. Well, we are boned. Okay, we're stuck with this look on our face. We're just gonna let the mirror be for now, I think. And all right, let's go. Let's investigate this broken glass and see if we can't figure out what's going on here. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. Now, visual calculus. This is going to be, well, in theory, pretty easy. The only way we lose is if we roll the double ones, I think. Our signature skill is visual calculus, so we're sitting at a 6 for this. We only need to roll a 3 or higher, so pretty good odds. Let's just go ahead and do that. Come on now. Nice. The shard faces outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. This is really cool. So visual calculus kind of like recreates a scene, it looks like, from a point in time when the actual window broke. You can see the shards here. Did I break it with my own hands though? A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand. Well, what did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Wait, what am I doing exactly?
Something you've done before.
And that's kind of, it's cool, like a little hint is like, oh, I kind of know what I'm doing, reconnecting with whatever the hell my past was. Let's assess the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Well, maybe it wasn't me. What, is that possible?
You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it?
This person also forced the drinks on you? Yeah, no, okay, you're right. I should go and I'm gonna get that shoe. A cool wind gushes in and your toes curl up from the cold. Hey, we got experience, baby. Now we need to find our other shoe. Our first task on a Monday. Could be worse, let's be honest. Seems like your green snakeskin shoe is missing its partner. You should find it before you go venturing into the wild unknown. 2 shoes are better than 1. That's what I always say. Unite them again. Okay. Let's do it. There's something on the table. Seal City not available? Okay, so we've got some money here. 40 cents or 40 real. Yalinka, 44 degrees centigrade. It's like a weather station. Low on health, put points into endurance. Okay. The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. So we're at this place called, what is it? Whirling in Rags, right? I don't know, it sounds like more of a laundromat than it does a hotel. It's a strange name. Here's our shoe. A gust of briny wind washes over you. Nice, we've got a pair.
There they both are. 2 identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet. Like 2 baby crocodiles.
Hey, how do they fit, though?
Good. They're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Well, I'll take it. There they are. So, green snakeskin shoes. We now actually are getting stats from them. They may have lost some of their luster over the years, but these green crocodile leather shoes fit you perfectly. So, +1 in composure, awesome watchtower heels. -1 to savoir-faire, because the heels are ridiculously high. Which, the pants are giving us that too, right? So, savoir-faire is being hit pretty hard. Let's take a look at composure. Straighten your back, keep your poker face. Composure down here. It's cool for card players, military fetishists, and cool people. All right. At high levels, composure makes you tuck your gut in and maintain a stern expression. Even lying in bed late night when no one else can see you, you'll have to keep it up. You'll have to be able to, or you'll never be able to stop. With low composure, though, you'll always be the first to crack. Every cop's got a point when all that fear and rage comes spilling out. And the ones who unleash it don't stay on the force much longer. Perhaps worse still, you won't even make the ranks of the fashion police. I'm all about the fashion police. All right, let's roll. Don't be afraid to say weird things. People are more forgiving to persons of power, like police officers. I'm just gonna have a good time. I'm gonna be experimenting. I'm gonna try not to overthink a lot of dialogue choices. I'm just gonna like embrace my character who's gonna be this like pseudo like intellect, but like kind of like a, I don't know, like a blind, brilliant guy, if you will. Not physically blind, but just kind of like everything just kind of works out for him because he's got these kind of more street smarts, if you will. logic, encyclopedia, rhetoric, drama. Like, we get people. You know? We get it. We get people. Okay, here's our first victim. Or potential friend or ally, maybe. The calendar says it's March and the year is 51. Okay, good to know.
Hello, officer.
Hello. So, Klaus, Miss Orange Disco Dancer. Is this like a... Okay, so this is her name, and this must be like a location, Miss Orange. Maybe this is where all the dancers are. The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out in the city.
You said officer. Am I military personnel or?
No.
She seems perplexed by your question. Wait, no. I know. I'm a businessman. Chief executive officer, right? That's CEO. That's me. The young woman shakes her head slowly.
Officer could be an artistic statement, a claim to official renown.
Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, officer is my stage name, right? I mean, I can see myself as a middling disco artist called the Officer.
No. You're a police officer, sir?
You are shitting me. A police officer.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
She takes another drag. What do you mean by all this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
So like she puts that in like air quotes. And what business is that exactly? Because like I totally know, but I'm curious.
I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Okay.
You have no doubt about the drinking, but do you strike yourself for a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something.
Well, I might not know where I am or who I am or what a Kupri Kanima is. How I know what one sounds like. She nods. But I do know when someone's not telling me the whole story. So what am I doing here? What's my case? She takes a long drag before speaking. There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged. The body's been there for a week now. The locals probably got tired of it and called the cops. Why didn't you just tell me that? I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit lost, officer. Why don't I remember being a cop or like anything else? Could it be because of the drinking? She raises an eyebrow, the cigarette sizzles. Who in the right mind would let me be an officer of the law? Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer. I mean, we're gonna try the expression on her. The only one that we got, the expression. Now this is a red check, cannot be retried. You know, XCOM numbers. There's potential here. 17%. We're gonna let her know that we want her physically. Oh God. Oh boy. The words have already left her mouth. I want to have fuck with you. She erupts in laughter, all the fatigue swept from her face. What was that? It's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on, say it again. Nah, actually, I'm good. I don't want to. Come on, man. Pretty please, one more time. I said I want to have fuck with you. God damn right you did, you crazy asshole, you. She wipes the tears from her eyes. What kind of cop are you? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know why I said that. You're pretty, and you caught me off guard. And I'm sorry. I'm the sorry cop. Don't be. It was funny. And anyways, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about any of it? So what if you can't pull grade A pussy anymore? There are other things in life more meaningful, more fitting for a man your age. This, she gestures towards herself, draped in silver. This is Fata Morgana. One thing, though. She extinguishes her cigarette.
It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me.
Oh, really? Well, I don't know what Fata Morgana is. This might be a little foreshadowing.
And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
Okay. Cool. Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray, still smoking. I guess we're not taking that. We should at least harass her now. The door is closed. I'll try the handle. Door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. Let's knock. There's no answer. Perception checking in.
You hear the shower being turned on somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everyone in the world is doing something without you. Ugh. Why are you doing this? Don't do this to me.
The door is mute and indifferent. Your despair is a joke to it. Let's just get out of here. We don't need to embarrass ourselves anymore. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe Le Monde. I don't know what that means either. Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. And before you say, well, don't you live in Quebec? You should know some of this French stuff. Yeah, I should. Okay? But I don't. Most people settle for bed after 2100 or not long after. At night, the streets are emptier. By 2, I think it said everyone's asleep. So there's a couple references to like time of day, so something we'll have to pay attention to. Summer door closed for the winter. Okay. Big old karaoke mic, just waiting for someone to sing into it. This is where the lyrics would be. The speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static.
You should totally sing karaoke here the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know of your vast oceanic soul.
You're right, my soul is immense.
Utterly, and it needs to be heard. Through a PA system. By other people.
Well, this goes well with the theory I'm developing that I'm like a down on my luck superstar person.
Yeah, who's mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline. Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment. When you're done with this thought, see if it works.
Hey, what should I sing when it comes down to it?
You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You'll wreak havoc with it, don't worry.
You know, lamentation, that sounds real good. They'll really get a gauge of my soul with that.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one.
You have to find something tragic to sing first, though. Okay. Oh my god. This is so genius the way this all works. So we need to find a sufficiently tragic tape, then play it on a boombox to memorize the lyrics, then ask the cafeteria manager to perform, preferably in the evening, more people at the bar. Obviously gotta impress him. Get hold of a sad song on tape. Okay. Got it. The cafeteria manager. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again.
That was disdain in his eyes. Even now, he's purposefully ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan.
What's wrong? Don't you like The Officer?
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
You're goddamn right.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
I get the feeling that you're being just a little bit sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
Oh my god, I did all those things?
No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
Well, what have I been doing then? Have you seen me around at all the last little while?
No, I haven't seen you around. Not always here.
He looks down again and keeps plucking at the bird, which I'm pretty sure is a euphemism. Let's look at the bird as well. His bird. Competent work of taxidermy, the white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. A man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on the wall. Okay.
This is a great skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, a part of the world you are in right now.
Okay, thank you, Encyclopedia.
Something about it makes you feel bitter.
That's the Great Skua, right?
Look, your buddy is over there.
It's like, get the frick out of here. He looks at the doors where a man in the bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
Yeah, what do you mean by my buddy? Pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead. Look, what do you do? Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Oh, okay, well, you kind of look like a bartender.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
Okay, well, educate me. What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends
three.
the bar here, not me.
Wow,
I'm
3.
only standing in.
3 whole cafeterias. Okay, well, where does Sylvie go then?
She just, you know.
No, I don't.
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something.
She just what? Sorry?
So now you're a cop? Forget it.
Oh, okay. You make me sick. I'm not done with you. Nosafed. +1 health. Healing item gain, Nosafed. Okay, so we've got health and morale to manage. So we'll learn more about how that actually works later. Water cooler, large bubble is rising to the surface. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. Okay. Woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today's starts in a man's handwriting. How can we tell? It's pretty impressive. The door is bolted. A sign reads kitchen reserved for personnel until 1 o'clock. Right then. Soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. Here's the bomber jacket. Sign reads mess hall reserved for union members. Doors open at 1600. Okay, so at 1 o'clock this is open. 1600 you can see like tables and stuff back here. So over time this should change pretty significantly. Ooh. A bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquor is spilling out. Electrochemistry. This is the drug trait, right? Cool for high flyers, party enthusiasts, cops who need lightning. Lightning? It's the animal within you, the beast longing to be unleashed to indulge and enjoy. High levels, it makes you a man of unrestrained pleasure. An unrepentant Lothario who leers at people with a bottle of speed and a plastic bendy straw in either hand. But with a low electrochemistry, you'll be too innocent to be effective. Without a working knowledge of drugs and sex, the city will be difficult to understand. God, at least we got that. We're at 3 for... I can't remember what's adding it. Maybe the tie? Or something it is.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
I don't know, like an hour? Like an hour, I think.
Sweet Lord. A whole hour? And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself. You know, should I be thinking about this?
Like, looks like drinking hasn't turned out too well for me.
No, maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade into yourself, boy. Better yet, lick that stain off the counter.
Okay, I'll lick it, but just a little, just a touch.
You lick it, but only a little, only with the tip of your tongue because you're a pleasure delayer. After 2 or 3 licks, the crust begins to melt and the sweetness breaks loose. The sharp, titillating scent of alcohol rises to your nostrils. It's dizzying.
Find booze and drink it. You could definitely go for some more. Okay, so our two very important tasks are singing karaoke and finding booze and drinking it. The hangover feels really bad. You got to take the edge off somehow. Find a bottle of alcohol, put it in your hand, equip it in the held slot of your inventory, and the magic will happen by its own. Okay, cool. What about this guy? Sleeping dock worker. A man sleeping at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. We could try to wake him up. Well, let's just take the pills. Magnesium. Okay. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does. Tutorial agent. You just picked up medicine. This item is stored in the bottom left of the screen above your character portrait. Click the plus icon to heal your morale if you have morale damage. I'm not sure, like, you know, what happens if you have 0 morale. Health is a little bit more like self-explanatory. I'm not gonna wake him up. Okay. Bomber jacket. Kim Kisaragi, a bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket, is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting.
If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You're sure of this, but why?
So this is coming from Esprit de Corps. This is like our cop sense, right? So that's cool. So hold on a second. Who is he to me?
He's your half-brother.
My half-brother? Well, okay.
Hello, I'm Kim Kisaragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
So I don't know if this is true or if Esprit de Corps is like messing with me or if this is like a reference to just how tight cops are, because we seem like pretty different folks. I don't know. We'll see. You realize he's waiting for your name.
This is a good chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Well, we go by officer, or we have a good chance here. I have a -1 check because we're partial to the officer. I guess because of the conversation that we had with the woman upstairs. Yeah, let's wing it. 72%. Oh my god. Okay. Well, my name is apparently
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Jesus. It's very cool, but like, won't I come off like a douche if I call myself that?
No, you won't. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name, and you're one classy cop. Say it.
My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes, well,
He doesn't even begin to process what you just said. He just moves on. He knows we're full of crap. Good.
Not for a moment does he believe that your real name. He casts it aside as an intra-departmental joke or a peculiarity he doesn't understand.
it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
The scheduling error? Is he saying that because we were like out of commission for 3 days?
What he means is that he has been trying to meet with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
Yes, thanks, Rhetoric. Got it. Thanks. You mean him down there, the cafeteria manager? Yeah, I just talked to him, actually.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right?
I don't know.
It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yeah, the police. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware that I'm a policeman, yes.
Right. And the interviews?
He taps his foot more out of habit than impatience. Listen. No. No, I have not mapped out the interviews.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case.
Okay. He seems very patient.
Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Also, no, that's also a negative. I definitely have not done that.
So the body is still in the tree?
Why? If it's not, I didn't do it.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It's obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Here's the thing. I can't really remember anything. He looks at you for a moment in silence. I can see you drank last night and the night before, that you are still drunk now, but I've seen officers go through much worse, much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby, but as I said, the dead body should be our number one concern. Okay, well, let's go, Kim. Let's go. Interview the cafeteria manager. Inspect the victim's body. After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Wait, shouldn't I have like a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
Kinda. It wasn't on me when I woke up. Gotta report our badge missing.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter.
My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence. Tutorial agent. Lieutenant Kim Kisaragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by clicking on him. Cool. I imagine by calling it a party that there may be other people that we work with in the future. That would be kind of cool. Okay, so we got a lot of action here now. So the cafeteria manager of the Whirling in Rags might know something about the murder that happened. Ask him about it. We have to inspect the victim's body hanging in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags. This is a preliminary inspection. You just need to suppress the urge to throw up and approach it. And we need to report our badge missing to the 41st precinct as soon as possible. Lieutenant said that you can use the radio in his motor car to call your station. All right, let's go to the manager and I don't know, maybe Kim's presence will be like enough to get him to actually talk to us. The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kisaragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your own name. I mean, we could fully embrace the Ambrosius Cousteau if we wanted. I'll do something a little bit less obvious that we're completely doofus.
Listen, I'm currently like in between names, as you say.
Fantastic.
Doesn't even care. It's like, you know, when you left your band, but you haven't decided on a solo artist name yet.
That's wonderful. Rarely, I think so.
Thank you.
But there's a dead body out there. No one wants to work in these conditions. It's been a week.
How is nobody taking care of this?
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Nice. He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What? With Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
Okay, so we are in Martinez.
But you still know your way around. yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
Well, you're like literally working here, are you not, right now?
I didn't imply that. Detective?
He's like very sensitive about this.
He probably means this is where you step in and like start asking some questions.
Right, yeah, right. Right. Questioned. Yeah, no, I got this. His face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
Ask about the body's location before asking if you killed him. People give up information in the most innocuous questions, which you can later use in more sinister ones, not vice versa.
Thank you, Rhetoric. Yeah, so where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard.
He points to the kitchen behind him.
They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get there then?
That's easy. You see the door there?
He points to the west.
First, you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence, a really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
So, okay, well, who killed him then?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police, so that's your job.
This is it. He said they hoisted him out on the tree. Who is this they if he doesn't know? Oh, interesting. Where did he say hey? See the door there. No need for keys. The hole's big enough. Cavalry. I don't know who killed him, not the police. That's your job. He said they hoisted him on the tree. Oh, yeah. They hoisted him up on the tree there. Okay. 1 second. Before you said they hoisted him up on the tree, what did you mean by they? Oh, it's a bit surprised you caught that.
People are saying it was the union and dock workers, that it was a lynching.
Who exactly is saying that?
The locals, customers, the people who eat here. A lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Did the debardeurs themselves tell her this? Or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her.
Why would the dock workers lynch this man?
I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. He makes little quotation marks with his fingers. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbor company. I hear a mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send him a message.
So that lines up with what we heard from the woman upstairs who said that he was a mercenary. What are these guys? The debardeurs themselves tell her this. So who is saying that this was a lynching? Customers, the people that eat here, a lot of dock workers eat here. Debardeurs themselves tell her this. So the debardeurs must be these dock workers, I guess. Okay. What about you? Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
I have another question for you. Lieutenant turns the page in his little notebook he's been scribbling in. Why did this Sylvie go away?
Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this.
No, before I asked you where, now I'm asking you why she left.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of a dead body out back and because I asked for her number.
That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that. The lieutenant opens the little notebook at the cover. The number is safely tucked away in a small pocket. Thank you, he says. So you asked for her number, as in, like, hitting on her? So I guess it just didn't go well.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to, and it was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
Hey, listen, I'm a cop. I think everything has something to do with everything. Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing. No, that's all. But I'm watching you. Damn. Interview cafeteria manager, plus 30. Let's go. Not so fast, he points to you. You owe me 130 real. That's pretty unlikely to happen. What's real? What's real? Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real. He pronounces the R with a mock aristocratic accent. The IIR, or Interrogate real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money. Okay, so I understand. I mean, you mean I owe you money? Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's the right money. You owe this establishment 130 real. He points to the red ledger on the counter. What do I owe this place for? Well, let's see. He dramatically turns a page in leather. 3 nights of a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. And don't try to tell me you didn't do it. And that will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real, actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. At 60, plus a 40, plus 30, 130 real. And yes, real is still money. You're under arrest. You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything. Well, we're gonna try. Oh, this is actually pretty good. Put this man in his place. Plus 2 Sylvie incident known. Oh, cool. Oh, sick. So because we learned that he asked out this employee and he shouldn't have, we can kind of use that to like boost our authority a little bit. Okay, come on now.
Did someone order a vague, farcical reading of the law? More than one pops into your head.
Listen, refusal to aid an officer of peace. You are impeding me from carrying out a murder investigation with your inane requests for money. But it's not inane. You owe me money. It is crude of you. A man has been killed. File a request for compensation with Station 41. We need to work now. Okay, you'll only have to pay for the window and the drinks. That's 70. I'll get the rest from your stupid station. Listen, I have no memory of drinking them. I'm not paying for the drinks. The ledger does. The ledger has a memory. He points to the book. The drinks are non-negotiable. There's no way your station will pay for them. I'm not paying for the window. Fine, I'll take it off the bill. You want to sleep in a post-apocalyptic shithole? You go ahead, but I'm not giving you another room. Cool. No, not cool. You still owe me 30 for the drinks. If you don't have it by tonight, I'm not letting you back up there. He points upstairs. Okay, so I gotta pay for damages. That's enough now, sir. Good day. Holy moly.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
I don't know. Isn't that what you're here for?
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know. Near south, maybe?
You don't really know, do you?
No, I don't. I only have a vague blackened image.
A vague blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
I don't know. Maybe I could like trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on a building.
Ooh, you can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Thought game, lonesome long way home. Okay. So, who made the call reporting the crime? Call Sylvie using Kim's shortwave to ask whether she made the call. Pay for the damages. You need to pay for the damages you caused in the whirling in rags or you won't have a place to stay tonight. Ask around for money and be careful with your spending. If you're unsure how much you owe, ask Garte. I think it was 30, right? Now here, lonesome long way home. So temporary research bonus, +1 encyclopedia, factual memory returns, research time 6 hours 5 minutes. We can internalize this. Let's just rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Let's jump over the raised channel bridge southwest of here, fall over, get up, get off the asphalt in 20 minutes, shuffle your feet through courtyards, scaring little children, go under the Great Raised Motor Track, the 881, until you reach Le Domaine Eminent in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there and your footprints in the mud. Okay. This is going to take us 6 hours to figure this out? I guess so. I guess. I don't know how that works. Cool. Okay. Well, tell you what. This is probably a good place to take a break. We're going to go investigate the dead body, and then we're going to carry on from there and see what happens. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you had a good time, please drop a like on the video, share it with your friends. I know this didn't release anytime recently. Hope you guys enjoy this because I really have wanted to play this for a long time, and I'm super happy that I'm playing it now. Thanks so much. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.